The composition code in art. Rhino's X-ray vision. Can you see him? Rino the Rhino, wearing round spectacles, holds up a ruler and compass, gesturing towards a painting in front of him. Rhino is not only a visual master, but he also possesses magical X-ray eyes. He tells his little assistant Pip that behind every great artwork lies a set of invisible skeletons. These skeletons determine where your eyes will look first and how the painting makes you feel. Today, Rhino is lending you his X-ray glasses to help you uncover the composition code artists use to guide your gaze. First, let's look at this portrait of a king. Rhino points to a majestic painting. The king sits in the center, with columns and curtains perfectly symmetrical on both sides. Rhino draws a vertical central axis in the air with bright red lines. This is called symmetrical composition. It's like looking in a mirror, balanced left and right. This structure makes you feel sacred, solemn, and incredibly stable, like an unshakable mountain. But if everything is placed in the middle, it would be too boring. Little assistant Pip jumps in front of a landscape painting. Rhino nods, drawing a sloping curve. The mountains in this painting are of different heights, and clouds are scattered on the right side. This is asymmetrical composition. Although the left and right weights are different, the artist cleverly uses colors and shapes to achieve visual balance. This makes the picture dynamic, full of vitality and a natural feeling, as if the wind is blowing. Rhino takes out a transparent grid board and places it over the painting. The grid looks like a tic-tac-toe board. This is the rule of thirds that photographers love too, he explains. He specifically highlights the 4 points where the lines intersect. Clever artists don't put the main subject directly in the center, but rather at one of these 4 intersection points. This creates a sense of surprise, making the picture both balanced and full of tension. Nature hides the most perfect proportions. Rhino takes Pip to a painting depicting a conch and a starry sky. He draws a beautiful spiral line, constantly expanding outwards from the center. This is the golden ratio and the Fibonacci spiral. From tiny seashells to massive galaxies, this composition allows your eyes to glide along the curve, experiencing an innate sense of harmony and beauty. Look at this smiling lady. Rhino leads the readers to the Mona Lisa. He highlights a stable triangle in fluorescent green, with the lady's arms forming the base and her head as the apex. Renaissance artists loved the triangular structure. This shape is as stable as a pyramid, locking your gaze onto the figure's face, giving a sense of calm and eternity. Suddenly, the scene becomes tense. In a painting depicting knights charging, countless spears and horse legs form diagonal lines. Rhino lowers himself and says, "When you see a large number of diagonal lines, that's the artist creating conflict. Diagonal lines represent speed, unease, and power. They pierce the picture like arrows, making you feel the chaos and tension of the battlefield." Sometimes artists pave the way for your eyes. Rhino walks by a painting of a country road. The river in the painting extends from the end of the path all the way to the foreground. These are leading lines. Whether it's a river, a road, or rows of trees, their purpose is to hold your hand, guide your gaze through the entire painting, and finally arrive at the focal point the artist wants you to see. It's not always better to fill the canvas completely. Rhino stops in front of an Eastern inkwash painting with only a few light brush strokes. He spreads his arms, pointing to large areas of blank space. In Eastern art, this is called leaving blank space. These negative spaces are not empty. They are the space for your imagination left by the artist. Blank space allows the picture to breathe, making the viewer feel peaceful and letting thoughts soar freely. Rhino takes off his glasses and hands them to you. Now you have mastered these invisible visual codes, he smiles. Next time you walk into an art museum or flip through a picture book, remember to activate your X-ray vision. Look for those hidden triangles, spirals, and leading lines. Once you understand composition, you won't just be looking at a painting, you'll be having a conversation with the artist's soul.